Hello, welcome to Project Tiger Part 4. And the previous class we have seen how did Ray manage to get a tiger from the circus, and we know what is the role of a ringmaster in a circus, and what were the difficulties faced in bringing the tiger before the camera. And that all, and Ray was very much confused how it is going to perform in front of the camera. At last he asked a question: how can we set this tiger free in the forest? That was the question he asked. And there we have stopped. And hope you are trying to answer the questions and reading the passage once again with your own effort. Then only we can go very strongly, very smartly with this unit. Hope you're enjoying this Project Tiger, and it's a time to pass on to the paragraph number 11. Okay, so let's watch what is going to happen. Thank you. Passing on to the paragraph number 11. Let's go in detail to that paragraph. Mr. Thorat frowned. "I am not sure," he replied. What was the question he asked? The question was, "Do you think it is going to be easy to set the animal free in the bamboo grove?" was the question asked by Mr. Ray, because Ray was very much worried about it. And the answer given by Mr. Thorat frowned. Frowned is a word there. Actually, what is happening? This meaning is, here the word's meaning is given here. To make a serious, angry or worried expression by bringing your eyebrows closer so that lines appear on your forehead. നെറ്റി ചുളിക്കുക എന്നൊരു വാക്ക് നമ്മൾ നേരത്തെ പറയാറുണ്ട്. The same thing. So when we are confused, we will നെറ്റി ചുളിക്കുക ചെയ്യുക. And he said, "I am not sure," he replied. "I have never let him out of his cage on his own." You know who he is mentioning as his and his own. It is about tiger. So really I don't know. Thorat is telling, I don't know what will happen if you are letting the tiger free. What? This is Ray's response. Were all our plans going to go down the drain? Were all our plans going to go down the drain? It is an idiomatic usage. It is an idiom. ഒലിച്ചു പോവുകയാണോ, വെള്ളത്തിലാവുകയാണോ എന്ന് പറയാറുണ്ട് നമ്മൾ മലയാളത്തിൽ. Like that, go down the drain means they are going to lose it. How could we let the tiger's trainer be seen with the animal? So our scene is where tiger is coming in the forest. Can we show a trainer in that one? No, it is not possible. How could Gooby and Baga be petrified? And when we see a tiger with a trainer, no one gets frightened. And the audience will not get frightened also. For that one, petrified means terrified. And how could Gooby and Baga be petrified with the fear if the supposedly ferocious animal was accompanied by a man? How it will be possible if Gooby and Baga see a tiger accompanied by a man? Will they get frightened? Never. No, we could not allow that to happen. What is that? Appearing a trainer in the scene is not allowed. Here is the question comes, what does the expression "to go down the drain" mean? I have explained that the meaning. Hope you remember. Now paragraph number 12. Mr. Thorat found a solution. Oh, what was the problem? Problem only will have a solution. And Mr. Thorat found a solution to the problem. What was the problem? Problem, how to show, how can we avoid showing the trainer in the scene? I will tie a wire round the tiger's neck. It will be thin but strong. So there's a solution. We cannot leave the tiger free. There will be a wire tied. Tie a wire around the tiger's neck. It will be thin, so it cannot be shown on the camera, but strong. Thin but strong. It's a good usage also. It will be thin but strong. That wire will be very thin, maybe made out of a very costly thing, but it will be very thin. By look it is thin, but it is very strong. You cannot break it. If the wire was thin enough, perhaps it would remain invisible to the camera. What is invisible? Cannot be visible, cannot be shown, cannot be seen, കാണാൻ പറ്റില്ല to the camera. But it was likely that the hair on the tiger's neck would be flattened by the wire. It's a problem. Another problem. If you are tying a wire round its neck, what will happen? That areas, that the fur of the tiger's, hair of the tiger will be flattened. Flattened means പതുങ്ങി നിൽക്കുന്ന പോലെ തോന്നുന്നു വയറിട്ട് കെട്ടിക്കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ, which would give the whole thing away. So ഇത്രയൊക്കെ മെനക്കെട്ടിട്ടും all will be lost if that tiger's hair is flattened. What if we found a collar made of the tiger skin? So another idea came, making a collar with the tiger skin. Fix that wire to this collar and then tied it round the tiger's neck. Eye set. Who is eye here? Ray set. So instead of tying a wire round its neck, using a collar, a very flat one, on its neck so that no one can notice. So that problem is solved now here. And paragraph number 13. In a village called Nudangram, we found a suitable bamboo grove. A place near Nudangram, we found a suitable bamboo grove to film the first meeting between Booby and Baga. Here, to film means to shoot, to make a film, to create a film, to shoot the first meeting between Booby and Baga and the appearance of the tiger. This was the scene they wanted to take. Mr. Thorat reached the shooting location with the tiger. There were about 25 people in the location. Why these people came there? We know that when in shooting location, people will go and to watch the shooting. Have you ever gone to a shooting location? If not, better not to go. The idea about cinema, film will be lost. And about 25 people in the location. A few local people took our permission to go with us to watch how we tackle the tiger. So a few local people who are living on that particular area, took our permission. They asked us. They wanted to see how we tackle the tiger. How are we going to tackle the tiger? Okay, this was the situation. 13th paragraph is like that one. We are passing on to the 14th paragraph, or paragraph number 14. The cage on the lorry was covered. What lorry? The tiger was brought in a cage and the cage was put in a lorry. It was brought in a lorry. When the cover was removed, we were surprised to see not one but two. So he was told to bring only one tiger, but he brought two. Instead of one, he brought two. Well-fed and robust tigers. Well-fed means very നന്നായി ഭക്ഷണം കഴിച്ച സ്ട്രോങ് ആയിട്ട് ഹെൽത്തി ആയിട്ട്. വെൽ ഫെഡ് മീൻസ് ഹെൽത്തി. ആൻഡ് റോബസ്റ്റ്, അഗൈൻ strongly and healthy. Tigers. So he brought 2 tigers, both are well built, healthy and robust. I decided to play it safe. Mr. Thorat explained. What is a safe? He is mentioning, if something happened to, if one doesn't get it right, ഒരു tiger ശരിയായിട്ടില്ലെങ്കിൽ we can use the other. That is why he brought 2 tigers quite often. That is, I decided to play it safe. What the safe thing he had played? He played safe thing by bringing 2 tigers instead of 1. Here you can see, not 1 but 2. The same type of usage is used here also. What was the other context? Thin but strong. Here, not 1 but 2. Thin but strong. Hope you remember that one. This is a good usage. I decided to play it safe, Mr. Thorat explained. If one doesn't get it right, we can use the other. Okay. We mounted the camera on its tripod. Mounted means fixing. The camera on its tripod. Tripod means, you might have seen, here is tripod. And tripod, how could this name came? Tri means 3, pod means leg. 3-legged. Bipod means human beings are bipod animals. Because we are having 2 pods. Here a tripod. And placed it so that it faced the bamboo grove. So it is set, and it's that it faced the bamboo grove. Camera is set. It is mounted on the tripod, and it is facing to the bamboo grove. The audience was instructed to get behind the camera and to stand as far as her instruction was given. Oh yes, go back. So all people will try to come forward. So everyone was told, you go behind. We cannot shoot the film. All the given instructions. Audience of the people who came to see the shooting is mentioned as audience, and was instructed. They were given instruction to get behind the camera. Why should they stand in the camera, behind the camera? If they are coming in front of the camera, what will happen? They will come in the screen. So they were told to go behind the camera and to stand as far back as possible. We had to stay relatively close to the bamboo grove. That means all the camera team was staying very close to the bamboo grove, and Gooby and Baga too had to be within yards of the camera. Yards means, and it was an old measurement, yard, it is less than meter. Adina പറയുന്നത് ഇത്ര വാര അകലെ പറഞ്ഞാൽ നമ്മുടെ നാട്ടിലുള്ള യൂസേജ് ആണ് യാർഡുകൾ. കിലോമീറ്ററും മീറ്ററും ഒക്കെ വരുന്നതിന് മുമ്പുള്ള within yards of the camera. For it was necessary to have at least one shot that showed them together with the tiger. So why they were just kept very close? So at least, for it was necessary to have at least one shot that showed them together. Who them together? Gooby, Baga and the tiger should come in the same frame. Then that can be taken for the film. For that condition was. Let's see the shooting location here. You can see here. Camera is in the tripod here, and people are standing here. To conclude this today's class, let me assign you certain tasks. First one is you have to answer the questions, question number 12, 13 and 14. The question is, what was Mr. Thorat's suggestion to control the tiger? Another question was, what made Ray think of a collar made of tiger skin? And last question is, why did Mr. Thorat bring 2 tigers instead of 1? These are all questions I have answered, but you have to note down in your notebook after reading this. And one more task, we can call it the major task. The task is like this. What you have to do is, you have to prepare a report in present tense, and that is, you are along with that camera team, and you have to write down, now I am in Nudungram, here we are going to shoot a film, like everything present tense, up to the arrival of the tiger and fixing the camera and everything. So keep in mind that you are writing from that time. So it will be in present tense. Try to do it. Okay, wish you all the best, and send me this, the same group itself, so that I can check it. Okay, thank you, stay home and be safe. Thank you.